So one of the questions I had was, do you feel that the black people from the Caribbean, black Americans, Africans, Dominicans, Jamaicans, etc., are one big happy family?
Not yet.
Are not? Right. I've talked with people who are originally from the continent of Africa and moved here later in life, and they said, I really was under the impression that basically all black people were drug dealers, criminals in some way, because that was what we saw, the movies we saw, the television we saw. And I told them, I said, because I did this like reflected myself, I said, what was my first impression of Africa? And first of all, it was called Africa. It was never like, it's 53
Nigeria versus Senegal versus, yes,
right.
yes.
It was Africa, just one big glob. And I said, in one country, and I said, and Susan Struthers, who was on a show called All in the Family, used to come on late at night, because we only had like 4 television stations back in the day, and she would say, I'm raising money for Africa, and she would have kids, and the kids would have the pot bellies from starvation, and there'd be flies landing on these bald kids. And that was honestly all we knew about Africa. And then Tarzan. And honestly, and we laugh now, but if you think about that.
And Tarzan was white.
Tarzan was white.
So it's
but
like,
every now and
it's
then,
hilarious how like,
Right, but
we were confused.
But we're confused people, and then you wonder why when we get together.
Yes.
You have people coming together, and you think, of course, Africans and African Americans, blacks, immediately are going to love one another.
Yes.
But we have truly been brainwashed and screwed up. I have had friends where I have met their parents, and their parents were like, now don't you hang around black people.
Yes.
Because black people are lazy.
Yes.
And all of these things. But I understand why.
And the diseases. You didn't even talk about that part. So the part, that's the funniest part, was the black community has all the diseases.
And
HIV,
and Africa
STDs.
has all the diseases.
The white people, on the other hand, they don't have diseases, but if you make them, their culture is different. We cannot mix their culture. First of all, shout out to Howard University. There's always funny things to say, hilarious things to say, things to roast about Howard. But one of the best things I always give Howard is, Howard, in a way, in a magical way, made us love blackness.
Yes. I think what's fascinating, what you just said, was that you learned at Howard University to love black culture.
Yes.
I don't think people think that there's a jump to that, and vice versa. I think people think there's an automatic, like, meshing of it. And there's not.
You have to actively
and there's not, right?
force the friendships.
One of the questions I had was, do you feel that the black people from the Caribbean, black Americans, Africans, Dominicans, Jamaicans, etc., are one big happy family?
Not yet.
Are not? Right.
Not yet.